Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And out of the gates, I want to say I'm sorry. I was wrong, and I failed you. And it sucks when that happens. But I'm certainly man enough to admit it. And the fact of the matter is, although I didn't do any broadcasts yesterday, it wasn't because it was just fight day. It's because actually my brother got rear-ended about 50 yards from my house coming in. So the day just ended up getting chaotic. But the moment that this fight not only was announced, but then actually took place, is when we all lost. And I said that from the get-go. I said, look, even if Cowboy steps in there and kicks off McGregor's head, we all lose because McGregor makes money, the UFC makes money, Disney makes money, Reebok makes money, BT Sport makes money, ESPN Plus makes money off of this guy. And again, I mean, greed, power, violence, fear, it wins. And I hope it wins short term and not long term, folks. I got to tell you. So at the very least, what I was hoping for, at the very least, was at least, Cowboy going in there and fighting. That's all. Now, I got to admit, I lost a ton of respect for the guy at the press conference when he was the first one to jump in, when only one journalist, Morgan Campbell, would ask the sexual assault question. It's scary that a crowd would boo a man asking a question that's ultimately about the violent beating and rape of a woman where she was put to bits. And just about everything is taken from you at that point. But your life, your pride, your ability to look at the world as a safe place. I can't imagine. I've never been sexually assaulted. I've never been beaten within an inch of my life either. So I can't tell you any of those things. However, what really did concern me was McGregor had a $3.8 million purse and pay-per-view points, right? Well, Cowboy was at $200K and $200K to win. Now let's talk about that for a second. When you're in a show to win and you have to double your money, usually you go in there balls out. And in fact, every fight I've seen with this man, he has, even when he's wilted. And we'll get into that in a moment. I never come out and say fights are fixed. In fact, I don't talk a lot about fights. I'm not a huge, I don't say I'm a big Cowboy fan or I'm a this fan. I like to watch the fights, okay? And that's just the truth of the matter. Oh, sorry, we'll mute that, okay? But what I saw last night was not a man that needed to make another $200,000, okay? I know a lot of people are going to say, look at his nose, it was broken, look at his face. He took like 17 unanswered shots he didn't defend against. So let's break down the fight. They rush in. They try to say that these shoulder shots are what's damaging Cowboy. They never show you the impact side. They only show you the backside. So you really can't see where they're hitting him in the face. Okay? And then a kick, the bare end of his foot, the front foot, not the shin, hits Cowboy's jaw slightly and puts him back. And if you watch it in slow motion, please do, go back and watch it in slow motion. You can see he kind of stumbles, but then he kind of almost acts like he stumbles, and that's it. He never throws another shot after that at all. At all. He kind of covers up, and he takes two, and then he goes to his knees. He takes about 15 more. He never shoots for him. He never grabs for a leg. The guy's got jiu-jitsu. Compare that to like the Melvin Gillard fight, okay, where he's almost dead, and he comes back, and he wins. And I understand that, he's an older Cowboy. But let me show you something. First of all, in his last 16 fights since December 15, in his last 16 fights, he's 8-8. So look at the setup of this. There's a huge PR campaign behind Conor. They got him as a kid's doll. They got a T-shirt where he's a cartoon. They got sneakers. They got a Disney Plus launch with a combo pack of ESPN Plus the first time they're going to have Conor McGregor. They're promoting him as a family man. They keep talking about his charity. They've been obfuscating this violent sexual assault for now over a year. And now they put him in a guy literally 8-8. Yeah, there's not many even top fives in there. No top fives that he beat, really, other than Ali Akinta. I'd say Ali Akinta was a top five he beat, and God bless him. But anyone else who was in the top five at the time, maybe Lawler, maybe Till, they beat him. And Jorge Masvidal, back in 2017, oh my God, what a fight. But Jorge came out on top. So if you look at that and the fact that, forget about the last 8 fights, okay, he's literally 4-7 in the last 11, but they're still going to give Conor whatever he wants in a title shot because he's worth money. All right, so now if you're Cowboy, don't you fight for that other $200,000 unless there's some kind of bigger payday at the end? And you watch that, he did not. He didn't. And look, I don't know it's 100% fixed, but I do know that he came to the aid of McGregor on a question that had nothing to do with him. Okay? Nothing to do with him at all. And I know this fight, after watching the press conference and what Dana White said and how much they sold it on a streaming service, et cetera, may have broken records again. It's definitely going to be in one of the top 10 pay-per-views or events of the last 5 years. 100%. That's the hype around this. So, I mean, what do you do if you're this guy? You're at the end of your career. You don't still have those $1 million paydays. Yeah, you do have some endorsement deals. You've been a company man, a journeyman for the UFC for forever. And then on top of everything that they've promoted McGregor as a family man, et cetera, what do? They have Cowboy bring his baby in, and then his mother or grandmother, I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate, but not only hugs Cowboy, but then hugs McGregor after. I want to vomit. I heard Dana White say at the press conference last night, and I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I'm going to have to watch it because now I have no choice but to make a mini documentary about this. I have no choice. I like to think that this program can be powerful, that you can be powerful, that we can spread the word. But that's it. Gloves are off, man. We're going to do a mini doc about this. That may mean for the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to have to cut down on the live streaming for 3 to 7 times a day, but it's happening. It's happening because I can't stand all the lies. I can't stand all the bullshit. And now if we're going to get into fixing high-level fights, and again, I'm not saying it was 100% fixed, but he didn't even, first of all, when Cowboy wilts and covers up, it's usually from body shots. It's usually from body shots. Watch a lot of his fights where he goes under. It's, other than Gaethje taking your head off, where he takes everybody's head off and no one's the same when they fight him, very few people, very, very few people are the same, period. It doesn't happen. You watch that fight again. I was so disgusted and sickened by the whole thing, man. The whole thing. And I'm sorry, I'll never promote a violent rapist. I'll never shut my fucking mouth about this. I won't. And you know what? I'm going to give props at least to Luke Thomas a little bit for talking about how this whole thing has been a PR campaign to suppress the information. How nobody knows. The casuals don't know. Even the casual reporters, he's saying, in the press pool have no idea what these are. He is at least admitting there's a concerted effort to suppress this information. And there is. And these aren't press conferences, okay? Not before the fight. They're pep rallies. They're command and control, okay? It's very, very upsetting. It's very, very disheartening. So, guys, I just want to say, I'm going to keep at it. And you tell me what you think. Do you think, Nate Diaz, on his Twitter, I'm just going to, and I know Nate says some things, but he says this shit's all fake. And I mean, after you have a Hollywood star like The Rock take out a made-up BMF belt, and I love Masvidal, but I've loved Masvidal as a fighter, but, I don't know him as a person. I like watching him fight. If something came out like this, we're not buddies, okay? But I've been watching Masvidal since Strikeforce. It's nice to see him. Like a Robbie Lawler's another one I've been watching for a very long time. The Diaz brothers are other ones, but Nick has his problems. As far as I know, he's never, allegedly almost beat and raped a girl to death, because if he was, I'd certainly be doing things about him as well. Period. So, I don't know what the documentary is going to be called. I don't know if it's like 2019, the year of the upside down, 2020, the year of the upside down. It just seems like on so many levels, our society is built around false idols that are the epitome of revulsion, the epitome of disturbing, disgusting, revolting, abhorrent. And they are praised. They are promoted. They are worshipped by the masses. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Thumbs this video up, sub and share, guys. What I did do yesterday, I did do one stream, before my life got crazy, over at Rockfin for the exclusive premium crowd. Now, what is Rockfin? Okay, so Rockfin's this platform where you've got free-thinking media like me, only a lot of it, I'll admit, it's not exactly like me. A lot of it's like progressive stuff, but people that you're not going to see in the mainstream. I like to say I add a different flavor to this. Then you got Ben Askren, wrestling, BJJ, MMA. This is like a perfect fit for me. So on top of that, this isn't what all the alt creators are doing. It's $9.99 a month. And because you pay that $9.99 a month for me on this, you get 5 videos a week that you don't get on the channel that are exclusive. At the same time, it's like a social media platform. It's free to join, and you can join and just follow me, guys, and the stuff that's not premium is all there. But if you want to jump in on the premium, this helps support me, and I'm hoping that this platform can actually grow, because I don't think it has pie-in-the-sky dreams. I think it's actually, it's based in this crypto coin called Ray, but just the idea that it's kind of going for this niche market for creators is very smart. So I'm on Rockfin. I'm doing 5 exclusive a week there. You can go check that out. Please thumbs up, sub, and share. Can we get to 40,000 already? I need about 900 subs, and we can finally get to 40K, and we'll do the 40K celebration AMA once it happens. And like I said, who knows? It's going to be sparse this week because I'm putting this documentary together. And that takes time because I got to write it. I got to figure out, like, these documentaries I've done, they're top notch, guys. If you've never watched one of my documentary films, if you've never seen one, go watch Shade the Motion Picture. I realize these look dated now. Please go watch Shade the Motion Picture. Put my heart and soul into that thing. Edited the whole thing. And, this little documentary is going to be like 20 to 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But these are full-length feature, 90 minutes to like 2 hours on, big subjects that matter. So Invisible Empire, New World Order, Defined, Shade the Motion Picture, Fabled Enemies, Loose Change, Final Cut. They're all here at this channel for free in the playlist section under documentaries. Must watches, please. And then, guys, if you want to support me, I'll be honest, it's going to be tough because when I do 3 to 7 videos, usually I get more donations. People see the videos and, a broader range likes the material, they donate. When I don't do 3 to 7 videos a day, obviously this is staggered. So, on top of the documentary, on top of taking care of my nieces who are in the other room, etc., I need your support. Honesty in journalism needs your support. And I get it. I'm just a guy in an office showing you stuff that's out there, showing you the documents, making my commentary, making them available to you. But hopefully I'm doing a good job at it, and hopefully we're spreading this information together. Because it's not about right or left. Okay, it's always about right and wrong and the power structure, the predator class that continues to prey on us, the public. Love you guys, and see you on the flip.